Hello everyone, and in this question we have got an interesting integration by parts question. And I've picked this question because we have to, in it, integrate 2 to the x. And a lot of the textbooks talk about how to differentiate 2 to the x, but don't actually talk about how to integrate 2 to the x. And it's an important skill, or indeed integrate a to the x, which is a really important skill, I think, that you need to know how to do. So first of all, integration by parts, then let's have a look. We're integrating between 0 and 2 x times by 2 to the x dx. Now you may remember that I've mentioned that when it comes to integration by parts, there's a little acronym that you can use for A-level, and that is U can be late, L-A-T-E. And this is the order of prioritization about which one we pick to be the U in the integration by parts formula. Because again, if you remember, the integration by parts is when we have u v dashed is equal to u times v minus the integral of v u dashed, okay, which are very often given that in the formula booklet. So L stands for logs, okay, so including ln. A stands for algebra, so that is algebra. T stands for trigonometry and E stands for exponentials. So logarithms, algebra, trigonometry and exponentials. And you can see here that we've got an exponential and we have got some algebra. So therefore this is going to be our U and this is going to be our V dashed, because algebra trumps exponentials, okay? So that's just a useful little tool for helping you to decide which bit is going to be the U and which bit is going to be the V dashed. Okay, so given then that U is equal to X, that means that U dashed is equal to X squared, is equal to 1 rather, we're differentiating. Okay, now if V dashed is equal to 2 to the X, then this is the bit that's not very commonly understood. When we integrate that, that is going to go to 2 to the x divided by ln 2. Okay, so the integral of 2 to the x is 2 to the x over ln 2, which, as I say, that is the interesting bit. So absolutely key point there. So in fact, in general, if we have the integral of a to the x dx, then the answer is that is going to be a to the x divided by ln a. So that's an absolute key idea right there, which I think isn't very well emphasized in, well, it's kind of like often not taught in schools. Okay, so let's have a look at subbing in the formula now. So our integral, therefore, of x times by 2 to the x dx is going to be u times v, which is going to be x times by 2 to the x over ln 2, minus the integral of v u dashed. So v is going to be 2 to the x over ln 2 times by u dashed, which is 1 dx. So, and this is between, that is between 2 and 0, and this is between 0 and 2 as well. Now, the next thing that I would say here is that we've now got to integrate 2 to the x over ln 2. And when it comes to integrating 2 to the x over ln 2, what I would say is we can take out 1 over ln 2, because ln 2, remember, is just a constant. So we can think about it as minus between 0 and 2, the integral of 1 over ln 2 times by 2 to the x dx. Okay, so because ln 2 is a constant, 1 over ln 2 can come out. So now, when we integrate this, we are going to get 2 to the x over ln 2 once again. So let's just have a quick look at that. So when we integrate this bit now, this is going to go to minus 1 over ln 2, and that's going to be times by 2 to the power of x over ln 2. And remember, this whole thing is between 2 and 0, okay? Like so. So that actually is minus 2 to the x over ln 2 all squared in between 2 and 0. Perfect, that's that bit. Now the other bit, if we drop that down from above, that was x times by 2 to the x over ln 2 between 2 and 0. So we've done our integration now, and it's now time to start subbing in to our expression and see what we get when we sub in. So let's have a look. When we sub in here now, so subbing in the 2, that's going to give us 2 times by 2 to the 2 over ln 2 minus 0 times by 2 to the 0. So that's just going to be nothing. Okay, and then here we've got minus 2 to the power of 2 over ln 2 squared minus 2 to the 0, 2 to the 0 over ln 2 all squared, like so. So let's start to simplify this a little bit. So this is going to be 2 squared, which is 4, and 2 times 4 is going to be 8 over ln 2. And then here we're going to have minus 4 over ln 2 squared. Okay. And here we're going to have plus, and that's just going to, because minus and a minus makes a plus, and 2 to the 0 is 1 over ln 2 all squared. Now we've got to try and get this whole thing as a common fraction, a simplified common fraction, the question says. So we're going to multiply the numerator and denominator of this one by ln 2 in order to get a common denominator. So now we have 8 ln 2 over ln 2 squared minus 4 over ln 2 squared plus 1 over ln 2 squared, like so. Okay. All right, so now we can just basically gather all of that together over one fraction, and that gives us 8 ln 2 minus 4 add 1 is going to be minus 3 all over ln 2 squared. And that is our final answer. Okay, but I thought that this particular question was one that was really worth going over on account of the fact that it had this rather unusual integration of a to the x, which again, in my experience, almost most students that I come across are not familiar with this in the first instance. We're familiar with differentiating a to the x, so that if y was equal to a to the x, when we differentiate it, we get dy by dx is equal to a to the x times by ln a. In my experience, students are commonly aware of that, but not so aware of this situation where we have to reverse the process. Perfect. Well, I hope you found that helpful. Remember, if you're finding these videos useful, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, that's going to help me keep on making more videos. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.